Hi friends, I'm Faith and this is Earthly Threads. Today I'm going to be doing a little studio tour for you. It's just going to be simple and sweet because my studio is a little messy right now and I thought about cleaning it beforehand, but I want to be realistic about what is going on in my studio currently. So I'm going to start off by just showing you what's in the background here. My pegboard is new. I just bought that and painted that a few months ago. Right now I have my serger thread up there, my actual thread, which I'm running super low on and need to go to the craft store to get more. I also have other things hanging like my lint rollers, my mask for tie-dyeing, my fabric paints, scissors, and just like lots of extras. There's still more that I'd like to do with this to get the stuff off of this table onto the wall. Over here we have my bookshelf and it's mainly just of my books and stuff up here. I have my TBR on this shelf, and then from here down it starts with fabric. So I just have like some of my bigger fabric pieces that I've brought from downstairs up here, and they just go there for me to kind of look through when I need them. And the bottom shelves have some random stuff on them as well, like yearbooks and Nat Geos and stuff like that. Down here on the floor we have Ryler, and we have 4 fabric piles currently because I am doing a fashion show next month, and so I'm prepping my color palettes for that, so I just keep that on the floor for now. I would love to eventually rearrange this bookshelf to fit my needs better, but that is what we are currently working with. Here's a little up close view of my shelves. So on my table underneath my pegboard, I have my stamps and some fabric and just some other items I've prepped ready to go. All the stuff on that table to be on my pegboard eventually. I'm working on it and we will make it there. Down below, we have more fabric, a lot of scrap fabric, small fabric pieces. We have my books that I use for paperweights, my embroidery floss, and I have a toolbox of my sewing stuff as well. I like to have plants in my room and a lot of things on the walls. Over here we have my rack full of stuff that I'm working on. So I have my pattern pieces hanging, things that I'm working on, things that are being shipped, and then things that are being restocked into my shop, Circa Vintage and Electric Goodies. Below them we have 2 bins. One is full of fabric that comes up from downstairs, and then I put it in there to go back downstairs into my fabric room. And then I have a pile of fabric that I was just working on. All of my scraps get put into that pile, and then I go through and organize it after I finish a few projects. Here we have my lace curtain, so it has my lace, my beads, and all of my trimmings. In this corner is kind of my packaging area, so I keep my poly bags here and some other random things that never see the light of day. This is where you see me sewing all the time. We have my sewing machine and my serger here. Both are brand new. I had to replace them these last few months because after 10 years, my sewing machine and my serger both died. So we are on to 2 new machines, both brother. We have Virga on the table. This is where I do a lot of my journaling and prepping and getting everything ready for endless things that I'm doing. Next, we have this small section, and it is where scraps go to live on to another life because they don't go to the landfill here at Earthly Threads. Everything is saved. So you'll see me sort this pile eventually, but for now they just get piled up after every project. I have my old serger right here, and then underneath that I have my bigger scrap pieces and my tie-dye. That is everything in this room. Sorry if I'm making you dizzy, but yeah, that is what is currently going on here at the Earthly Threads studio. So this is the space that I work in. I do all of my sewing on the floor, and we have a little bit of organized chaos here. I like to clean my space before every project. I think having a clean space gives you a clear mind and it makes working so much easier for me. So even though I said my room is messy, it's actually still pretty clean. I just don't like when things are on the floor. Yeah, that's my studio. It works for me. Things are always changing, always shifting. There's so many things I'd like to do in this room to improve it, to make it better fit my needs for what I'm doing daily. But I use what I have and it works for me. And I'm so grateful to have this space and to have this beautiful mountain view out my window. If you like these videos and like to see more, leave a comment, share, like, tell your friends, and thanks for being here. Bye.